I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I used to be scared to death of a razor cut that I just wouldn't do it. Not for me. Nope, not gonna pick it up. But I had a breakthrough moment and I wanna share these tips for you so you can have your own breakthrough moment when it comes to razor cutting. I'm Angie from Shark Shears. Let's go. Coming in at tip number 1, have the hair completely saturated. This mannequin's already been shampooed, conditioned, and then I threw in a leave-in conditioner as well. That's gonna act as my WD-40 for the razor so it can glide through the hair. When we go in with a razor, the reason why we choose that tool is because it's going to give this soft, euphoric kind of feel to the hair. So when you think about that, it's more of a collapsed shape. Still a beautiful shape, but it's more of a collapsed shape. You can cut a shag with shears and you can cut a shag with the razor, and you're gonna get two different vibes out of it because the razor just does something that is just a little bit extra softness. So let's get into it. One of my big pointers is the tension that you're gonna hold the hair at. So you are afraid, at least I am, afraid of shredding the hair, which is one of the reasons why I wouldn't touch a razor, is going to shred it. Well, now that we have the proper saturation in the hair, we have our WD-40 in there, and now I'm going to just hold the hair taut, right? So we're gonna use lots of tension in that. The mannequin's even spinning how hard I am holding this hair. So as we do that, I'm holding her out and I'm holding with lots of tension. Okay, this is gonna help me prevent the hair from shredding. The next thing is I'm going in at a 45-degree angle. If I went straight up and down, that's gonna make these edges too blunt. It's gonna shred her cuticle a little bit. So the 45-degree angle is best. And if you don't do the 45-degree angle and you're going flat, that you're not cutting anything. So for tip number 2, 45-degree angle. Tip number 3, keep it very, very tight. And we'll go in at our 45-degree angle. And you can see how that glides. Now, one of my aha moments was, okay, now I'm cutting with a razor and the hair is falling down, so I'm just coasting with it. You could do that, but when you think about it as you would with shears, right? I'm gonna grab my shears real quick. If I were to cut this, and I'm just doing a face frame, okay, I'm going from short to long and I'm gonna angle out. So I want this to be longer. What I'll do with the razor, instead of going in with my shear and cutting down like this, what I'll do with the razor is still cutting, sorry lady, I'm still cutting from short to long, but I want to hold that tension tight, right? So what I'm going to do is go in 45-degree angle, and now I'm lifting the hair to the razor. My tension got light here, so I'm going to stop, and I'm going to come back and really hold that hair tight and bringing it up to the razor. So that's going to create this short to long look. Let's go back in one more time. And that is going to create my short to long angle with holding my proper tension in there. My next aha moment was when it came to the length of the hair. With the razor, when we go in with small strokes, that's creating your lines, right? You're doing a little bit of a feathery line. When you do deeper strokes, you're creating the movement in there. So basically, if you were to think about that in shears, you're creating your blunt line and then you're going in and doing deep point cutting. So with the razor, when I'm doing one side, I'm going to use the very tip of the razor, holding the shear or holding the hair, holding the hair nice and tight, and I'm going in short strokes to cut length. Again, still holding it at a 45-degree angle. If I wanted to do a point cut, something that will take out a lot of weight on my client, what I'll do with the razor is very similar. So with the shears, I would go in, hold the hair outward, and go in and point cut from the bottom to the top. With the razor, you're going from the top to the bottom. So know where you would typically stop with your shear, and that's what I'm going to do with the razor. So I typically would go right here where it would start to move a little bit if I push the hair. Hold that hair taut still, and now I'm going in and doing point cutting, but using the razor. This is giving it more movement. And that is something that really stuck out to me is, okay, if I just look at the razor as it were shears, how would I hold my shears? Where would the lines cascade from? And then just almost reverse that and start from top to bottom. And for my next tip, it is doing your layers. So if we were to come into this mannequin and did layers on top, if we were to hold her hair straight out with the shears and cut this way, right? Imagine doing that and where those layers would fall. Now, if you did it with a razor, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're still keeping the hair with great amount of tension, and we know where the hair is going to fall, where we would like it to start cascading, and that is how we're going to hold the hair. So we want the hair to start cascading out this way, 45-degree angle, and we want short to long. So what are we doing? We are moving the hair up to it. So that way we can keep that nice, strong tension on the hair. We're not shredding it, and we are bringing the hair up to it, creating your softer line of short to long. Instead of having the guide on the top, the guide is on the bottom. So as soon as we pull the hair up nice and tight, we have the guide drop down here, and then we put it in 45-degree angle and bring that hair to it. Again, moving with the hair, just like we would with the razor or with the shear, moving along the head shape and have the razor cascade down. And the last thing that I did not mention, but is the most important thing of all the things, use a brand new razor every single razor cut that you do. So let's review our tips. We have keep the hair well saturated. Use a cutting tool like a leave-in conditioner to act as your WD-40 for the razor. Then we have use high tension. High tension, less shredding of the hair. Phew. And then we have short strokes and long strokes. Our short strokes in the hair are going to help us create more of a soft line. When we do the long strokes with the razor, that is where we're getting more of our point cutting textured feel with the hair. So short strokes are going to create a line, but a soft line, and deeper strokes are going to create more movement and take out more weight. The next thing we have is cutting at a 45-degree angle. Holding that blade at a 45-degree angle is going to be the best way to cut the hair with less shredding, which is, again, our no-go. That's not what we want in this hair. The last thing I want you to remember is using a razor is a tool. You can create any haircut with it, but remember, it will be a collapsed haircut. So it will be more of a euphoria, soft feel, because that is what the feather razor does. It creates a soft movement to the hair. So we could do a shag with it, or we could do a shag with the scissors, and you're going to get a similar look, but with the razor, it's just going to be a little bit more collapsed. It's still a beautiful shape nonetheless. I hope you love these tips and tricks that I found gave me the breakthrough moment, and I hope it did with you too. Leave a comment if any of these really helped you have a mind-blowing experience as well. As always, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell for notifications on the newest videos coming to you, and we will see you in the next one.